issue about, right now, I think, honestly, if we have to be absolutely honest, my feeling is that our foremost challenge that we need to deal with is proper and effective management of the country. Half of our challenges have nothing to do with money or budget. It is just simply just bad management. There are so many actions that happen, and when we raise them, then people begin to raise other things and talk about other things. If two Kenyans are arrested and they're in Uganda, and as government you say nothing, you do nothing. It's called responsible government. Like, what Kenya needs is responsible and responsive government. If people raise the issues every year and every other day about one or two things and so on, and then we don't address them, that is really where the challenge is. So my feeling is that, one, we deal with responsible governance, be responsible and responsive people. No one is perfect. If people in government can also make mistakes, we make mistakes. So if a mistake has been made, we come up and own up, step up and explain things in a manner that is respectful of the public. Not to behave as though the public is dumb. You are a national leader, you go to a particular part of the country, you say the same things you have said for years. Last time you were here, the same list of promises. The other time you were here, the same list of promises. So what do you take those people to be? Are they dumb? And then after all, you end up by telling them it's because they don't have brains, and so on. That is not responsive government. That's the first thing. Secondly, the challenges we have right now in the education sector, you know them. I am personally outraged, I have to be honest with you, that we have reduced capitation to a point where clearly it's not going to be affordable for people to go, for parents to keep their kids in school. That's why I said I've not looked at the statistics, and I would like to sit down and look at the stats with the experts, especially the civil society actors in the education sector. We may have a dropout rates of between 25 and 30% in January. Because you see, first of all, we are African families. We do not have we are not a one-child society. Now, these wonderful people around here, if you have 2 or 3 kids, you're supposed to cough 9,000 per kid, 27,000. Where is that money going to come from? And you are in a depressed economy where you have challenges. Like, for example, here in Kisi, the earnings from the T-boners, dairy farmers haven't been paid for 3 months and so on and so forth. So you can see clearly we're going to have a dropout, from school. So it's to fix that, and how to fix it is to deal with wastage and mop up resources in the public sector that are actually going the wrong direction that could be used to do better. All this money that the government is bribing people around here, telling them to queue and bribing them around about empowerment and so on, all that is money that ought to go to critical sectors of the economy like education and so on. It isn't rocket science. You can't bribe at the rate they are bribing and loot at the rate they are looting and still have money for capitation. So it's a question of making choices. You do the right thing and then serve the people of Kenya effectively. Thirdly, and among as many things I think about, look, this universal health care is what government strive to do. Whether that is going to come through reforms of the National Social Insurance Fund and the work we are doing in the World Bank in that trajectory, or it's going to come through a method, this SHA system, is a matter that needs to be debated. But clearly the approach the government has taken is not working. So it's time to step back and look at how best can we make that work. Because the objective of UHC is noble and it's good. That's what most governments in the South, including ours in Jubilee, had. But we had adopted a different method. The approach that the current administration has adopted doesn't work. And you see now, this is why you will not hear me in public spending time insulting people and engaging in condemnation. I would rather that we debate this issue. It is not working, and the evidence is abundant. And if it's not working, let us then fix it. Let's work on a way that can fix it and improve the livelihoods of our people. That's what we do. That's what we should do. And when it comes to fixing that problem, sio siasa eti ni huyu ama ni yule mwingine. Wakati mwingine na sisi pia kama wananchi, hata kama viongozi, tuangazie masuala ya watu wetu. Sio kila siku ni siasa. Tunabishana ndio, tuna maoni tofauti ndio, tuko kwa vyama mbalimbali ni sawa, lakini ikifika kwa wakati wa maisha ya wananchi wa Kenya, kama serikali imechukua hatua na hiyo hatua haifanyi kazi, si tuzungumze tu ukweli and we be honest to each other and say this thing is not working, let's improve it. Lakini sio eti huyu akisema it's not working ni kwa sababu anatuchukia. Hakuna chuki hapa na hakuna siasa. It's everywhere you go. Nyinyi mnaishi na watu, mmepata wapi mahali watu wanawaambia SHA is working? God bless you.